If nothing else, a Paimon-shaped kite could at least make sure you... Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Now, what expression should we give her? Ooh, like this? Ooh! Now that we've decided, let's... It's done! Now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh! Shenyun's calling us!
Let one take a look.
Wow! Ganyu and Shenhe made a scissor-tailed swallow! Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot like Master. If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image! If you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines. Did you...
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not... Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human...
Oh. Well, now that you mention it,
Exactly. So...
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed?
You are most filial, Shenhe.
The Swanee that Gaoming and Shuyu made looks very majestic.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark. So your golden finch is cute too. It's all thanks...
What about your kite, Traveler?
Ta-da! Here it is!
Its self-important countenance.
It makes her look like she's already... Wow!
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh? Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety? Oh, and to do so by making use of... One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence. Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Cloud Retainer? Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go after Cloud?
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person.
There's wind up ahead! Looks like we can glide over! It's right there!
This Fontanian device of mechanical...
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficient...
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection?
One believes it drifted in the direction. Perhaps it is mere happenstance.
Your concern is misplaced. Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded. On the subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark...
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear...
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Huh?
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted.
One's fault. One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no Say something, Mountain Shaper. Sure.
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath.
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may suffice during Lantern Rite. But what about the Moon Chase Festival? Sooner...
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not.
That is not our...
Oh, so when it...
Ah, you're an adept. I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray,
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint! Well, and if that's all,
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast. Mooncarver? Mountain sheeper? What?
you!
Okay, now Paimon's...
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One with...
Then you are not angry?
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves? One is...
we were simply consumed by a fit of However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield...
One has guests to attend to. We will have to Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
We're leaving already?
Then, should we continue?
A splendid suggestion.
Perhaps your mountain would...
A fine idea.
They're back.
After you left, Yao Yao and Shu Yu tired themselves out playing. Gao Ming offered to escort them home.
Before he left, he said...
Oh? What did he say?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high... He looked quite deep.
Now that you mention it, Gao Ming did seem to have a rather strange attitude to...
A reflection of himself. If I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a
Shenhe?
It may be an exceedingly slim... If Gaming truly sees a kite as a reflection...
Well, people often have different points of view depending on...
Just like some people can eat spicy food, but...
Exactly. That's why tolerance and understanding...
Tolerance and understanding?
We were just chatting.
One was merely... Night fast approaches. If...
Oh, it's been so long since...
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes.
Hey! Paimon's hungry too!
Shenhe, Ganyu.
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? If you're ready to serve the food, we can help. Go! Phew! This is...
Oh, I can feel the wind brushing against my legs. This is a bit embarrassing. Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check before I stepped outside.
How do we look?
She asked them just like that?
You look pretty too, Ganyu! Oh, how should Paimon put...
Given that one employed the services of the best... What colors have you been partial to lately?
Lately? Why is...
I like black.
One is gratified to see one's
The color black doesn't get dirty easily.
And you, Ganyu?
I favor...
And the material is sufficiently comfortable.
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough.
Thank you, Master.
One is content as long...
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine. This golden crab's particularly good. It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know.
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon. Oh, well.
It's rare for someone to make such a good.
One has high. He appears to be a young man of much merit, and
It appears that he wishes to break.
kite string. Huh. What strange metaphors you speak in Shenhe.
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know about...
One has only heard that the two are.
He ran away from home?
Oh?
Ran away, you say? Huh.
Oh, okay.
What?
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, he possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection and color. At a gathering of Adepti, Bonanis once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance that the skirt Monogius. However, when one asked Monogius his opinion, he remarked that the train of the skirt would serve to enhance her adeptal countenance by exemplifying a certain elegance. And later, one means to say that it is a time to address problems. Fate is fickle. The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of.
That's nice and...
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
Perhaps adeptal.
Is there anything I can do to...
Combining our effort. Aha! One has. How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep. Oh,
One's designs. Now then, I counsel rest for.
it's time to carry out the plan! Let's go find Gaming. Hope everything goes well. Hi, Gaming! Paimon sees you've certainly gotten... Who won this time? You the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that.
Ah, perfect, you're all here. There's an important...
Alright, I've got the time.
Well, it's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a team.
Sure. What's this merchant?
Here.
If the client's that important, then this must be a very...
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better.
Alright, don't work too hard now.
You're a bit quiet today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to ask...
Dad?
Oh, so you're Gaming's father. It's just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon. Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the...
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself, at least.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all...
Then let's get going.
A very important... Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't...
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all.
Phew. Huh? We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
I'm fine. Thank you.
But the winter melon cake he gave us last time was so delicious. Have you ever tried it before, Mr. Ip?
Paimon. This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all
Huh? What about...
I'm not tired. I'll keep walking.
Oh, but...
Just let him go.
Okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know...
Halt! Who goes there?
It appears that one's movements were...
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand. Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring...
What do we do?
It seems as if these two... It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. Leave this to me. Traveler, Paimon, take my dad and...
No, Gaming. It's too dangerous.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away. Let us away.
Gaming!
Don't worry, he's a great fighter. Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
But Gaming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade,
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get...
All is going to plan.
Okay, we should be good to stop... Youngly? Oh no, what is he doing here?
Good sir, please listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight? Oh. I see. It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you...
Nope.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform... Oh? Such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise. Wouldn't you agree?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful...
Huh? Phew. So, Uncle Ip does have a reason to be worried.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar.
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. Usho dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are, if you ask me, what truly deserves admiration, I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous.
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formalities.
Well, he's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit... It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you...
No. It wouldn't be right to ask. I've been in the tea business for most of my life. Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work. Every time I get to thinking, I often regret introducing him to wushu dancing as...
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet...
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my... Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers...
Then she's more easygoing than I could... I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be...
Sure.
So, do you also...
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not... As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only... You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply... Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of... Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye.
Yes, you can say...
Zhongli certainly has a way with... Oh, Gaming is back! Hey, Gaming!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon.
A fated...
Well...
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits... Can't look me in the eye, huh?
Okay, but how...
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, people with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start. Like sneaking up on us, unless, of course, they're real...
Wow, you're...
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow. And that they could...
You ever consider you might be a little...
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me? I appreciate it, but this conflict between us has been going on, even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them, and you've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really... Zhongli was talking things through with... You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but...
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all...
Will that even do anything?
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if... Listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
I'll do my best.
Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades...
You flatter me. It was nothing but a...
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest.
Well said, Mr. Zhong. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should...
Huh?
Ahem.
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I
hope I did... My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to...
It would be an honor.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, alright? Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it.
Why did you have us walk all—
A friend approached.
Hello.
Xiao! You're here—
I've been here the whole time? A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Who be coming? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relation... It's you.
Your arrival is most for... The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more...
He seems quite immersed in the study.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's... In truth, I'm here because Director Who dispatched me to purchase some items.
I see. Much like she does every year. Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy... what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the...
I've only met Director Who a few times. I'm hardly the best person.
And is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your... This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Who tasked me with Many hands make light work. Perhaps...
All right. I have made... If speed is what you're after, the mechanical...
Wonderful. I'll leave these 2 kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends...
Wait.
Well, I would imagine someone of your...
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't...
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we...
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing. Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor... Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into... Perhaps they're a bit like Shaolin.
Kite flying is also a
Have you ever thought about making a kite? Cloud Retainer taught us how.
There's no need. Minogius was the only yaksha among... When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
It's getting late.
How has she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi.
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned if you have the time, perhaps you could also...
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Zhongli. See you later.
See you next time.
Coming.
You can go
I don't have anything.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh, I can't say I support that decision. Hey, let me...
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey.
No need. I'm not tired. They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to... Do you remember the plan one recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a... So I'll have whatever you are...
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme?
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought... Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down... Oh, forget it. Such thought... Has work been busy during the holidays?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble. But
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act... What I meant to ask was...
You already... Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night.
The poor child. I guess... maybe
Let's move on, shall we?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll...
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the...
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait.
Coming. I'd like to finish... I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on... If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we... Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum... Shh.
Just think about it.
Dad really has... But I... Thank you.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. Hey, you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long.
Perfect timing, actually.
Yep, let's go.